What's up, guys? Another video. Jesse from Dead Center Coaching, and today I wanted to talk to you about something that I have noticed becoming increasingly more and more popular in the fitness space, and that is comparing yourself to other people. I cannot tell you the amount of times I get on these consultations with people and they pull out a photo of an influencer and they're like, I would like to look like this. And then I go and say, well, you need to understand X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 probably taking X, Y, and Z. And if you're not open to doing what they do, you probably will not look how they look. But let's proceed with getting you into the best shape and getting you as close to whatever your goals are as possible. And then when we get to the end results, they're not satisfied because they don't look like Phil Heath, thinking that being on a meal plan and training 5 times a week will allow them to look like Phil Heath. And I'm using an extreme case scenario here, but I do think that the point is a lot of people tend to social media to have these people to look up to, their fitness icons, their idols, whatever it is. But you need to understand that a lot of what you see on social media is not true. These people are not transparent. One person's journey is not the way your journey is going to go. So just because someone followed a diet that's 3,200 calories and they managed to lose 25% body fat and they got shredded with abs eating 3,200 calories does not mean that that will be your reality if you were to follow the exact same plan. Everybody is walking their own path. Everybody is walking their own journey. So what you need to do is, instead of focusing on how someone else looks, what someone else is doing to look that way, you need to focus on what you're doing to look the way that you want to look. We are only in control of certain aspects of how our body is made. A lot of it was due to genetics, and unfortunately, we cannot change those genetic components. We were born like that. So if you're seeing this guy that's got this massive chest, and you've done everything in your power to get the same exact chest, and after 20 years probably doesn't look like his, it most likely never will, right? This genetics have blessed this guy with this massive chest, and that is what it is. And on the other side of things, a lot of people do create these false narratives for, the younger generation, the younger guys who are looking to get into this space, where they create these false narratives of how possible it is to get this physique naturally, and all you have to do is eat this and do this much cardio and do this much training. And I do think that it tends to skew people in the wrong direction. And again, I know this because I've been in the space for over 20 years, and I know what a lot of people are saying online is just gibberish. But someone who doesn't know better will take this advice, they will apply it, and they will see it not working, and they will get discouraged, depressed, and who knows what else it could lead to. I've seen and heard all kinds of stories. I'm sure you have as well. So the point that I'm trying to get across here is walk your own journey. Be comfortable in your own body. Be comfortable in your own progress, and just relentlessly work towards your goals. And you might not look like Phil Heath, but you'll look like the best version that you can of yourself. And I think this should be the most important thing. Because at the end of the day, you need to look yourself in the mirror, you need to look your partner in the face, and you need to be comfortable with what you see and what you're presenting to the people in your life. And if you're not comfortable with that version of yourself, you'll be very unhappy and very miserable for a long time coming. So with that being said, focus on yourself. Focus on what you need to do to be the best version of yourself, to look the best version. Create a checklist of things that need to be done, and make sure that every single day you're checking off those boxes, and you will get to where you want to be eventually. And stay away from admiring a lot of these fitness influencers on how they look. What you should do is admire the work ethic and the amount of efforts put behind what they do daily to look the way they do, and replicate the efforts, not to replicate the look. If you replicate the efforts that people are putting in, you will receive similar results for your own personal body and genetics, for what they allow you to look like. Don't expect to look like someone because you're doing the exact same thing they are doing. Believe me, we all want arms like Phil Heath. Ain't nobody gonna have them. So do what's best for you. Learn to love what you see. Learn to love the progress.